So I saw this TikTok, and I don't use TikTok. As I've said, it's terrible. It's cancer. But I use it for business. I upload on my business account. When you open it, there's like a TikTok you see before you move to your profile page or upload. So I saw something, and it was this chick. This is I'll have to read here what specifically she said, but it was this girl talking about, oh, my man fumbled, blah blah blah, like some bollocks like that. And I'll read it here. She's saying that she was 20, had her own apartment, had her own car, she was a cheerleader, and was in her second year of biology. That's what she said. Those things. That's why he fumbled. That's all she said. And all I thought was, wow, that's not a fumble. Based on that information, that's not a fumble at all. How's that a fumble? How's that a fumble based on that information? But I read, I went on with my day. Then eventually the thought popped up back in my head, and I was like, you know what, this would be a good video. So, on to it. This TikTok is a good representation of how our society has declined. I'm not saying any of these things are bad, like having a car, apartment, etc. These are good things. In a vacuum, these are good things. But when we're talking about what makes you actually special, makes you valuable, and that's what a fumble is. It's a valuable thing, a valuable relationship, and you just fumbled it for whatever reason. These are not the things you look for, especially in a woman. Really? This is all of these materialistic things. This is all you have to offer. Masculine men like me don't care about this. We don't give a damn. We don't care about your car. We don't care about your apartment. Cheerleader, okay, whatever. I mean, some people are like, "Whoa, cheerleader attractive." I'm like, bro, I'll buy her a little cheerleader outfit, and then she can start talking like, "Oh, you're so great, blah blah blah." She can talk about how great I am. She can be my cheerleader whenever I want her to be. She doesn't need to be a cheerleader for some college. And then second year biology, don't care either. In fact, the second year of biology is unattractive, actually, for these reasons. I'm gonna get into more to this. It's a very big thing. It's a big thing. I'm trying to condense it into a shorter video. Well, other thing I'll address is making a TikTok about how you got dumped is pretty pathetic. I mean, you could talk about, oh, well, he missed out, that's fine in passing, but to make a whole entire social media post dedicated to it, I wonder if he really fumbled. But anyways, let's take something like the biology degree. Masculine men, and there's some variants, like everyone's their own person, but in general, when we see a girl and when we want to be with her, we want her to be a blank slate. We want to teach her things. We want to give her things. Let's go through the list. The apartment. I don't want you to have your own apartment. I want you to live in my apartment or my house. I want you to give it to you. Car. I want to give you a car. Or drive my car if that's your thing. You want to give stuff to her. The biology degree. That's the other thing. So, I'm going to talk about parenting really quickly. Modern women have been told that, oh, career, degree, woo, 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 woo. The thing is, this directly inhibits their ability to be a mother. And I know a lot of them say, well, I still can do it, I still can do it. And first of all, you're not going to be able to have multiple kids, no matter what you do. Okay? So you've already shrunk the size of your family by doing this. Unless you disregard the biology degree and the job you can get with it, then what was the point of doing all the work, right? So you've already shrunk the size of your family. And then with the kids you do have, which are going to be few in number, you're not going to be there all the time. You are going to have to send them off to daycare or get them a babysitter. And you have to do that all the time. Not just a one-time thing, all the time. Because this is your job. This is what you do for work. And all I can think is, wow, that is really sad. And most real men are going to think that's also sad. Some little cucks are like, it's fine. My girl's a biology degree. I'm him. I got a girl with a biology degree. Like, that's literally gay to say. Like, I say that and I feel gay. I can't even say it's a joke. I feel gay saying it. But you can't replace the role a mother has in a kid's life. And this is essentially what you're doing. You're sending daycare all the time, babysitting all the time. You can't do that. Okay, you can't do that and expect to get the same results as a mom who stays home 24/7. Because being a mom is a full-time job. This is what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these women don't understand. They go on about, oh, I want a career, I want a career. Sweetheart, being a mom is a career. Do you not realize that? And I share this example with Tate. The He was talking about his grandmother, and there's a bunch of people who came from her. And there's something similar happened to me recently. Every time, or happens to me, I should say, every time we have a family gathering, and my grandmother is there, there's a beautiful thing. She had multiple kids. Then her kids had multiple kids as well. So there's just this room full of people that came from her. And if we ask everyone, what do you like about her? Like, oh, she's my grandma. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We all came from her. It's beautiful, right? No one gives a damn about her job. No one gives a damn about her career. No one cares. At the end of the day, that's how it's going to be for these women as well. But the difference is, they're not going to have any kids. They're not going to have a large family to be with. They're going to have one or two kids, maybe, and the kids aren't going to be the greatest because they didn't have their mom all the time when they're at home. And that's a very sad thing. Because when they're 80, I don't know how old my grandmother is, she's probably in her 70s, but when you get to that age, can't really work anymore. Well, what did you do in your career? Like, take this biology degree. What did you do in biology? What, you ran some studies, you were an assistant, whatever. No one cares. No one cares at the end of the day. Well, what do you get? You got some money? No one cares about your money either. You're going to be that 7-year-old lady in her 70s with a bunch of cats instead of kids. And kids from those kids. And that's the beautiful fact about life. That's a beautiful fact about women. They are the givers of life. And when you sacrifice that, and I'm not saying you can't have kids technically, but like I said, your ability to raise them is going to be significantly hindered. When you sacrifice that for this materialistic piece of paper and, the money and career, it's not a worthy trade-off. And that's one of the sad facts about our modern day society. Now let's get on to from the male side. So the male side, like the masculine men like me, they're gonna say that. They're gonna see that. Like, you're gonna have a degree and then you're gonna have a job and you're not gonna be able to be a good mother. I don't want you. That's simple. Now, the other things are, well, we don't, like I said, we don't care about the car, we don't care about the apartment, we don't care about all of this. Are you cute? Are you hot? Those are the first two things we look at. Then it's like, okay, well, how's your heart? As cheesy as that sounds. Are you sweet? Are you kind? Are you agreeable? Can I teach you things? Can I show you the world? These are things we care about. None of this stuff. We don't care about your car. We don't care. Like, she doesn't understand this. She posted this TikTok thinking she ate, but she didn't. She sounds like an idiot. Because we don't care about any of these things. And another thing is, the modern women, they talk about, oh, I can't find a man, and there's no good men, there's no good men, there's no good men. And I will sympathize with them and say that, was sympathize the right, whatever, I don't give a damn. Most men are losers, yes, that is true. However, what they don't realize is when an actual masculine man comes along, and they have a chance to bag them, I guess we could just use that word. Simple. The masculine man's not going to want them because they're focused on their career, they're focused on the car, they're focused on the apartment, blah blah blah. Like, well, I want to wait to have kids. I don't really want to have too many kids because it's gonna affect my career, and I really want the career. About masculine man that wants a family, that wants a wife that will do certain things for him, that wants to take care of a family, as in the wife, kids, etc. Which is what most masculine men want to do, which is what they call real men, right? Which they are real men. They're not gonna want them. They're gonna pick the girl with no car, no apartment, no degree, but says, I really want to have I really want to have kids. I really want to, cook for you. Want to blah blah blah. Like, they're gonna pick that girl over the girl with, the car, apartment, and money. Like, well, what are you gonna do with the money? Where, you're gonna buy me a meal? Like I'm a fag? I'm not a fag. You're not gonna pay for my meal. I pay for the meal. List goes on. I don't. Real men don't want your money. They don't want your money. They want your love. They want your time. And all these things just inhibit. So, there'll probably be a few women watching this because, the video's about women and my face is in the thumbnail, so they'll probably click on it and they'll probably listen to me. The message for you women, and this is for you, my regular viewer, you are just getting a lesson in modern day society. Don't be one of these nerds who think, oh, oh my God, she had a psychology degree and she had a job and she had a car and she had an apartment and you know she had all these things and I I fumbled her. No, you didn't fumble. Based on those facts, you didn't fumble, bro. Those things don't matter. But to the woman watching, potential woman watching, these real men that you're looking for, right? These men that you think are real, the masculine men that you're looking for, we don't care. We do not care about all this stuff. Can you give us kids? Can you give us as many kids as we want? And can you clean the house? Can you love me? Are you hot? Etc. Are you agreeable? That's what we care about. Not some damn degree.